to this episode of Properties and Pints, where we educate home buyers and sellers one pint or adult Capri Sun beverage at a time.
We're at 14 Loudoun. This is a pop-up bar that has different themes. They got live music, adult Capri Suns. We're with Cory from Detail Home Services. And we're going to talk a bit about some of the misconceptions when you're doing remodeling projects and just homes in general.
Or homes, like you were talking about your client with older homes.
Oh yeah, I had a client not too long ago that said, they don't want to buy any home that was built, after 1990. And I believe, common misconception is some of those homes are way, built better than the homes today.
Most of them.
Material-wise, or is it?
What? It's the market's changed. The business has changed. The construction industry has changed.
Okay.
Back a while ago, people had a lot of pride in what they did.
Yeah.
Now everybody's just looking for a paycheck.
Okay.
We had a housing boom in the early 2000s, and it made everything that could get thrown up.
They're just slapping them up.
Exactly. And any construction company is only as good as the least skilled crew.
Of their crew.
Okay.
And what happened last night? Did they have a fight with their wife, whatever? It affects their work the next day.
Yeah.
Okay? So, back in, houses are built differently now.
Yeah.
Some of them are really good. Most of them are, I don't want to get into it a whole lot, but I see a lot of stuff renovating relatively new houses.
That you wouldn't let fly.
I don't know how they pass inspection.
Okay.
Actually, I do know how they pass inspection, but
what's so good about some of those older houses? Is it the material?
Craftsmanship.
It's mostly craftsmanship.
Okay.
I used to have a tagline, old school craftsman, because it signified that things were done the proper way.
Right.
There's good, really good things done now and better materials, but things were a lot more solid oftentimes back then. My house is 1954.
Okay, so it's really solid.
Yeah.
So I know I've seen some of that with the quick flips where people are flipping and it's renovated and it's pretty, but it's not done well. Yeah. And things aren't cleaned up and in the attic, or the parts you can't see. So in a way, it can be the same with houses. Obviously, there's great home builders still, but
sure.
But like the ones that are just the newer houses just have maybe don't have the thickness of wood.
One of the things that we don't understand, or most clients don't understand, is there's a difference between new wood and old wood.
Oh.
It's not the same.
What's
so
the
basically,
difference?
we're feeding trees steroids to make them grow fast.
Okay.
Trees, if you cut a tree and you see the rings.
Time out.
Ooh, look at that.
Look at this beautiful thing.
This is excellent.
We may never leave.
We're staying here.
All right, so new wood and old wood.
So if you cut a tree, you can tell how old it is by the rings.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the old rings used to be very tightly spaced.
Yeah.
New trees, the rings are farther apart because they're growing faster. That means they're less dense.
Oh, okay.
So a new 2x4 weighs half of what an old 2x4 will weigh.
That's very
It's less strong. It's more susceptible to warpage, etc.
Water damage.
Yeah, all of that.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
Is there any reason? I mean, are you an arborist? I don't know if that's the right question to ask. Is that like, is there
any reason I know that?
Yeah.
I did a project one time with a porch.
Okay.
And we had to do a porch refacing, and the guy wanted pine. He had pine. Well, new pine and old pine. What happened was we put the pine down. The guy said, we should paint the railings before we do paint the porch.
Okay.
And we weren't even supposed to do that, but I thought it would look nice. As soon as we painted the railings, it rained for a week. And it came back to a roller coaster on the porch because the wood was so porous, it buckled and swelled and everything else, and we had to replace it. And we replaced it with PVC.
Okay.
So that wouldn't happen again. Okay. But I learned, I had the manufacturer's rep came in, my distributor's general manager came to back me up that I hadn't done anything wrong.
And you made it right.
And I made it right, and it turned into a really good referral because.
Great.
Yeah.
That's what I think the difference is. Yeah. When you make it right, you get the referral.
Yeah.
Pays off.
Yeah. And I know people who've really been burned by contractors and had to get new ones. So it's nice to have one that makes it right.
I'm working with one right now.
Oh, well, quick question.
Yeah.
So just as someone starts renovating and they decide to make a change, like, oh, we thought we wanted this, we're going to make that. Obviously, every time you do that, it adds to the expense, unless you're, right?
Well, it depends what you're doing. If you have a good plan up front, you can do the same plan and keep it within budget and time.
Okay.
Every change, though, will affect something. There's three parts of any context of a project.
Okay.
Money, time, and quality.
Okay.
You get to pick two. Any two. You can't have a fast project done cheaply with the best materials in the world.
Not gonna happen.
Okay.
Ain't gonna happen. You can have a fast project done, so it costs you more money because you're gonna throw more resources on it.
More people,
etc. Get to pick two.
That is a great quote.
Yeah.
What are we drinking today?
I have this Solace IPA.
That's always a good choice.
Yeah, it's right out of Sterling.
Is that Suns Out, Hops Out?
Suns Out, Hops Out. Yep.
And you have...
it's pale ale. I'm not sure which one. It's a pale ale.
You have the pale ale.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's tasty.
Well,
and I have the Adult Capri Sun, which at this bar, I get to pick the juice and the alcohol, and they mix it up into my little
can I try that?
Capri Sun, and it's perfect. So fun.
That's like a lemonade.
It goes perfect with this giant pretzel.
Yeah.
So cheers.
Everything goes perfect with a giant pretzel.
Everything goes perfect.